Good afternoon, everyone. Molade Adeniyi from Wave, Nigeria. I went to the Rising School Network. I can't remember the name of the place or the town, but my immediate reflection is a really big thank you to the Rising Schools Network team. I think they were intentional in making sure that everything was amazing. We saw every single thing. The team were wonderful. They were caring. They were kind. Bringing in the parents. It didn't feel like, oh my gosh, we have to show people around. It felt like they actually had meetings to say, how are we going to put our best foot forward and let them see us completely. So just thank you. I don't know what else to say. Just wanted to say that it was absolutely amazing.
Beautifully said. Thank you.
What I found really interesting, and this is because we don't have this in our country, is that the Teacher Education Institute has a school attached to it, which means that the young teachers young students who are learning to be teachers get solid practice every day in a school that's attached to their college.
This may sound a little silly, but one of the parents who we were talking to was so interested in making sure that her child was disciplined that she brought a cane to the school and said, please use this on my son. Kudos to the Rising team for saying no thank you. But moreover, I think what that comment and sort of the series of comments that we got from the parents really demonstrated was just the level of commitment that parents have to ensuring that children are successful. We all in this room are really committed to education. We're really passionate about this work, and yet none of us will ever have the same fire for that child to be successful as the parent or the caregiver. And we need to figure out ways in which we can leverage that. I think that's probably the most underused resource that we all can get more out of.
At some point in time, they get abused. I want to find out with your experience and what you have been doing in your own way in running your schools, how do you get your children protected?
When they're in school, we are constantly worrying about their safety. They mustn't get the tiniest cut. They mustn't be emotionally bruised. We have a safe child safeguarding policy, and we are constantly on task to make sure that the children are protected. The minute they leave the school gates and go back home, we don't have any control. All you can do is to just talk to the children, talk to the parents, make them aware.
And you know, one of my hardest times has been when we have had child abuse cases by someone from our own staff, you know, and we try to protect the children from, you know, very violent surroundings, but when this happens at home, you know, in your school with your team, that's really hard, you know, and I've been heartbroken when things like that happen. And over the years, what I have learned is you need to put this as your #1 priority, even before literacy and everything else.